Episode 5 of the Daleks Master Plan, one of 3 available in this 12-part serial, is rather entertaining, although it just makes one, we get some Dalek action on the planet, fighting some invisible monsters, the cliffhanger's glorious, although, man, it just makes one yearn for more of this serial. We get to see Jean Marsh as Sarah Kingdom in action, and that's fine. She's very pretty, if nothing else, although what we have is just ultimately this series is this episode, this fragment, this slice. It's just tease of what has been lost forever, apparently. It is horrifying. It sucks. I'd like to read out aloud this blog post, Alex Garrett's, about the issues associated with the production of the Daleks Master Plan. The Daleks Master Plan is one of the most cherished of the missing Doctor Who stories. However, it's an adventure that few people wanted to make, with a production that was riddled with problems. In 1965, Doctor Who was as popular as ever. The Daleks, in particular, proved to be a tremendous draw for audiences, and the BBC asked the Doctor Who team to feature them more regularly. This fell to outgoing producer Verity Lambert, who asked Dalek creator Terry Nation to devise a 12-part epic that would star the metal mutants from Skaro. Originally titled Battle of Wits, the Daleks Master Plan was written incredibly quickly. In 1965, Nation was a busy man, was preoccupied with writing for ITC. Thus, delivering his Daleks Master Plan scripts was no easy task, and when he finally handed over the first 6, they weren't the best of states. According to the legend, the story's director, Douglas Camfield, had to write many of the scenes himself. At the same time, the new producer John Wiles was unhappy with the idea of having a Dalek story that would span 4 consecutive months, and later revealed in an interview that, given the choice, he wouldn't have commissioned the serial, describing the Daleks Master Plan as a rock in the middle of the ocean. Moreover, his relationship with the first Doctor, William Hartnell, was not the smoothest. I'll close the excerpts there, because the rest of it is information we've essentially gone over or paraphrased in previous episodes of our AOD Classic Doctor Who Retrospective of the Daleks Master Plan. It's worth pointing out that this comes across as an instance of the producers, the heads of the BBC kind of pushing for a particular serial rather than the creators of the show itself, the showrunner or a script editor or a screenwriter, a story, writer, submitting an idea for a narrative. It's interesting in this case, and they kind of had to weave together this great Dalek epic, which is, I think, working for the most part thus far, but then at episode 5, I might get a bit weary by episode 7 or 8, certainly when we're just viewing audio dramas with some photographic reconstructions. It's not the greatest or ideal way to view this attempted opus of classic Doctor Who of the William Hartnell epoch. Anyway, I think we shall end it here. Do enjoy this very sped up episode 5 of the Daleks Master Plan, and tune in next time for episode 6 if you're so inclined. Somehow, you may be. I'm not sure why.